There's new fear tonight after a federal judge struck down the parole-in-place immigration program.
It was a Biden administration program that allowed undocumented immigrants married to U.S. citizens to process their status here in the U.S. without returning to their home country.
CBS News Miami's Yvonne Taylor spoke with a family in South Florida, very concerned about deportation tearing the family apart. Right, Yvonne?
Imminent fear, Elliot and Lauren, no questions about. And couples who applied should not have to come to USCIS offices like this one in Southwest Miami-Dade. An immigration attorney tells me what options exist for those who are affected.
He was approved on everything, so we were just waiting for the final decision or yes or no.
He is Jose, Maruxa Cárdenas' spouse.
My husband is from the Dominican Republic.
They've been married for 15 years. She said her life crumbled after learning that U.S. District Judge J. Campbell Barker struck down the Biden administration program, Parole in Place.
It brought back a lot of emotions, not just for me, for my husband too. There's always the fear, like every undocumented person that lives without legal status.
Cárdenas and her husband applied for the PIP as it is known, so he would not have to travel back to his country of origin.
Appealing is something that we don't really know if the Biden administration is going to do.
Borela Aguado is an immigration attorney.
And if they don't appeal, then the program is canceled.
What's going to be your next step?
We're going to be waiting what the immigration department says.
The people that already got approved, it's not reversible, so it would not affect them.
For Maruxa and her husband, who were waiting for a response,
most likely they're not going to get a grant. For her, there's an alternative avenue, which is a waiver called I-601A.
Which means going back to the way things were. Jose would have to go back to his country to get a green card.
And how long does that take?
It takes 3.5 years to 4 years, just the waiver.
Cárdenas is willing to do that, but she's also considering moving to another country.
Why do I have to move to another country and not feel the fear?
And that is the same question that many people may be asking themselves right now. Now, it is important to know that those who apply for the waiver will have to do most of the waiting here in the U.S. and not in the country of origin. And people who were considering to apply, maybe gathering papers, they can very well forget about it. They need to think of alternatives and think fast. We are live in Southwest Miami-Dade. Yvonne Taylor, CBS News, Miami.